We're making the easiest and best tasting low carb bagels with Greek yogurt and almond flour. They can be made with a variety of flours, they don't require any yeast, and they take less than 30 minutes to make. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you like healthier recipes to our favorite foods, then you are in the right place. To make these bagels, we're going to start with some plain Greek yogurt. And I like to use the full fat for the most creaminess and flavor. So we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of Greek yogurt. And you're welcome to jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can just click on the link that's in the video description below, and that will take you to the recipe on my website that has all the details. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of almond flour and 1/4 cup of tapioca flour. Now, these bagels can be made with a variety of flours, including all-purpose and gluten-free and cassava, and I've included all those measurements on the recipe on my website. All you have to do is click on the link in the description below. Next, we'll add 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder for some extra flavor, 1/4 teaspoon salt, and then we'll just mix these together with a spatula until well combined. And I like using a spatula because it's real easy to just kind of mash all the ingredients together. And then we'll just keep mashing it until we've incorporated all the flour in the bottom of the bowl. And you'll know you have the right consistency when it's nice and fluffy and it's just barely sticking to your fingers. Next, I'll just kind of press it together in one big mass in my bowl. And then to divide the bowl, I'm just going to eyeball it and divide it in half, and then divide it into half again. And now I have 4 pieces for 4 bagels. But of course, you can measure these out if you'd like to be more precise. Now, to bake the bagels, I've taken a sheet of parchment paper and I'm just lining my cookie sheet with it. And this makes it really easy for getting the bagels out of the pan. Now, our dough is going to be a little bit sticky, but we don't want to add any more flour to it because that's just going to dry it out. We want to keep it really soft and moist. So instead, we're going to coat our hands with a little bit of oil so the dough doesn't stick. So I'm going to remove jewelry and then pour about a teaspoon of oil in my hand. Just kind of rub that all together. And then I'll just scoop out 1 section of dough, and then I'm just going to gently roll it in my hands into a ball. And then place it on my baking sheet. Just kind of smooth out the top and smooth out the sides. And then to make the hole in the middle, I'll use a very simple tool, which is my finger. So I'm just going to poke that right down the middle and kind of scoosh it around. And then continue to smooth around the edges if needed. And then I'll repeat for the remaining bagels. Now that we've shaped all of our bagels, we want to add that really beautiful golden crust on the outside. So I've just separated 1 egg yolk from the white, and then I'm going to take a pastry brush and just brush on the egg white. You'll want to make sure to get it all around the top and sides of your bagel. So not only will this make it nice and golden on top, but it's also going to be the glue that's going to hold on our bagel seasoning. Now, if you could use some recipe inspiration on a regular basis, I invite you to join my email list. All you have to do is click on the link in the video description below, and that is really the best way for us to stay connected. Now, you could sprinkle on some seeds or whatever flavoring you want on top of your bagels. My favorite is using the Everything Bagel seasoning. So I'm just going to generously sprinkle some of this on top of each bagel. And this already has a mix of some garlic and onion and poppy seed. Well, these look fantastic, and they are ready to go into a 350-degree oven for anywhere between about 22 and 25 minutes, or until the tops are a nice golden brown. Well, here are our bagels out of the oven, and they are gorgeous. They have this beautiful ground crust on top, and they smell so good. Now, you will want to wait until these cool off before you slice them, but I have one here that I made earlier that I have already sliced in half, and you can see that it has this really soft but firm and spongy texture on the inside, and then just this beautiful golden crust on the outside. Now, you can enjoy these however you like. My favorite way is with a nice generous scoop of some whipped cream cheese, and the more the better. That looks so good. That is incredible. I would have never guessed this bagel did not come out of a bakery. As soon as you bite in, you get a ton of flavor coming from the bagel seasoning, and the almond flour adds so much richness and flavor, and it's soft on the inside but nice and firm on the outside, which is exactly what you want in a bagel. And I love that it's made with clean, natural ingredients, which means I'm gonna feel just as good even after I eat it. And I want you to know that I believe in you and your ability to make and enjoy the foods that are gonna leave you feeling fantastic from the inside out. And I'm here to support you in any way that I can. And I want to thank you for joining me today in my kitchen. And I've included a link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below. And that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.